For a long time, I couldn't understand how I kept attracting people who didn't match what I grew up seeing. And the more I reflected, the more something became clear. I didn't grow up in chaos. I grew up watching stability. I watched my parents together. I watched my dad go to work. I watched him provide, protect, and show up. I saw consistency modeled in my home. So when I stepped into the world and started forming relationships, I didn't come in guarded. I came in trusting. I came in believing that when someone cared, they would show up. When someone said they love you, they would be consistent. And this just isn't for women. This happened to men too. You can grow up seeing stability, love, commitment, and then step into the world and go all in with someone, giving your heart fully, believing in them, thinking nothing is wrong with you for loving deeply. But what many of us don't realize is that not everyone was raised with the same example. Some people grew up in chaos. Some people never saw consistency. Some people never learned emotional maturity. So we end up expecting stability from people who don't yet know how to give it. And when they don't show up the way we expect, we don't think it means they're not aligned. We think it means we aren't enough. So we try harder, we love harder, we stay longer, not because we're weak, but because we're taught that love shows up. What healing showed me is nothing is wrong with me. I was just trusting without discernment. I led with my heart before wisdom. And before I get further, I want to say this. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not trained to diagnose anyone. I'm not here to label anyone's experiences. I'm simply sharing my own testimony, what I went through, and the understanding that God placed on my heart to share today. I also encourage you to research for yourself, pray about what you're learning, and take it back to God, asking Him to reveal truth and healing to you personally. Everything I'm sharing comes from my own journey. But healing taught me that connection alone isn't enough. Consistency matters, character matters, effort matters, action matters. And once I started paying attention to patterns instead of potential, everything changed. I stopped chasing clarity. I started requiring consistency. I stopped proving my worth. I started protecting my peace. And I realized something powerful. I wasn't broken. I was just loving deeply without filters. Now I have discernment, and discernment doesn't make you cold, it makes you wise. It helps you keep your heart soft while choosing people who can love you in a healthy way. So if you're someone who grew up seeing loved, modeled, and you wonder why relationships have felt confusing or painful, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Sometimes it just means you love before you learn discernment. And that's something healing can change. So take this back to God, pray about it. You need to research it or reflect on your own patterns and allow healing to bring you clarity. And just a reminder, guard your heart, protect your peace, and I'll talk to you guys soon.